So here at Whitetail Crossing, this is our greens roller. We have the Toro Greensmaster 1240 that we use on our greens. It's been okay. We've had some issues with it in the past, but we fixed it up a little bit over the fall. And as you can see here, we had a flat tire. The start of the week when I want to do all these tests, of course, as soon as I get ready to do all these tests, get a flat tire, and we had to stop rolling that day. And then here we're doing our roll test, stimp test. We're on the second green here. This is pre-roll. We're checking to see how fast they're rolling before we actually bring the roller out here, and then gonna test the difference after we roll. And you can see here we were at what, an 8.4 or an 8 foot 4 inch roll with the stimp. Tried to find a flat spot. So this second green is really flat. Well, in the back part. This spot here was rolling pretty good. I was happy with kind of where I was at. A little bit difference, not too much. A couple inch difference here. So it was an 8.4. That's an 8.9, 8.10. And then post roll, we got Max here helping me taking the videos. Look at that. You can already see that those things are rolling a little bit quicker after we roll. And we're trying to trying to get those balls real close together, see how true that the greens are actually rolling, and those were right where you want it, like money. And even I was telling Max today, I was like, man, after doing this test, I want to be golfing today. Very nice, very nice. Very happy with how our greens are rolling right now. The flag's not moving. It was a nice day. Look at that dispersion rate, almost nothing. Rolling just under a 10 there. So very happy with how that is. And then this is the second day that I did it. We're doing another pre-roll before we rolled. Didn't have Max with me here, so had to do it solo bolo. Had the Pro V1s out. We had a bit of dew on the greens this morning, so I wiped off the dew with a rake, just so I could get the least amount of resistance possible. And they were rolling pretty slow. They were under an 8. But same thing on this side. Checking what we got, speeding it all up for you so it's not so boring. And this one, they were rolling very quick down, so this must have been downhill. So, and here you can see this is the pitch marks before and after. You can see after, like, it looked way better after the rolling. And then here's a demonstration of the roller. So I taught this guy, Owen, how to do the roller. He was doing pretty good here. We like our guys to go on the collar and not to stop on the greens. Our our roller, if you go and you stop, sometimes it'll skid. So we like to just get them off on the collar and even into the rough a little bit before they turn around and come back the other way. And here's post roll. This is day 2 post roll, just the first one. Pretty good dispersion rate there, pretty close together, tight knit, rolling pretty quick. Another foot difference there. And then just coming back the other way. And look at that thing, over 11. So quite a big difference. Another foot difference. And then I actually did a double roll this day just to see if there would be any increase in speed after a double roll. Owen was very cooperative today. I had to kind of hold him back. And look at those balls all just right beside each other. And this, I think it added a couple inches on the stimp tests. So the double roll kind of helped a little bit. I wouldn't say too much. Maybe just an extra couple inches. You can see there we were rolling like an 11.8. So pretty quick. And then this is the third day. Ended up being really busy, and here I had to find some time that I was able to catch the greens roller. So we're actually on hole 17 doing our stimp tests. And that one's pretty good. I like this green. This is a really very smooth green in general. So I expected the balls to roll pretty true already, even pre-rolling. Um, yeah, we'll roll about, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a week. Try to do as best we can with the amount of people we got. We just lost our greens mower, so recently, the last week or two, we've been rolling a little bit more since we just don't have somebody to cut the grass for the greens. Like we'll have to take me or Morgan or one of the fairway mowers off what they're doing and mow the greens. So we've been kind of trying to get by here. But here's post roll on 17. These things are rolling pretty nice. We're very happy with how they're doing. Um, and again, just post roll things I kind of expected was just getting another foot difference. And then I took another pictures. You can see those marks there, those pitch marks. That was pre-roll, and then here's post-roll. They look a little bit better. Nothing too crazy, but a little better. And so I put all this data in a graph here, or not in a graph, in a spreadsheet here. And you can see before and after we rolled, we got about a foot difference in speed. So after we rolled, the greens increased by 1.1 feet or 1 foot 1 inch, and then after a double roll, it increased by 2 inches. But I feel like that could vary. Like I should have done a couple more tests with the double roll. In my opinion, I don't think the double roll is really worth it per se, just because of how much time. Like that one day that we did the double roll, we actually ended up getting caught by golfers. I did slow the guy down quite a bit by doing my tests, so I don't think the double roll would be worth it. It was cool to see a little bit of a difference there. We added, what was that, 3 inches after double roll, so cool. But yeah, I don't think something that we'll be doing later on. But in conclusion, rolling is just we're increasing the speed of the greens, getting them a little more firm, and yeah, just trying to fix some of those pitch marks, smooth out the green. And as you can see throughout that presentation there, after we would roll the dispersion rate, like they were pretty close together. All of those marks, all those balls were pretty close together. So happy with how we're doing it here at Whitetail. Going to keep it around the same 4 or 5 times a week rolling. And on weekends we roll. So yeah, really happy with how we're doing here.